But the reason that I think people feel so discontent and hollow is because uh in counseling right now is because they're treating a false and hyperbolic narrative as if it's truth, because the way that status is granted within the university system generally, and counseling specifically, has changed, and now a status is granted based on the degree to which one can lay claim to a victim status, which again, this is really dangerous, because what some people have talked about, the emergence of the woke right, and what they're talking about there is the identitarian right. And this tends to be, people who are going to come in and I was actually accused of this. This wasn't what I meant at all when I spoke out and made my video about how the idea of whiteness was incredibly bad. People thought that I was saying white people need to look out, and that wasn't what I was saying. What I was saying is racialization is a really bad idea, and we shouldn't do it, because what part of what will happen, it will become permissible to engage in racialization as a method of social change, and that will spread out so that people are going to endure oppression, and it's going to land on the steps of the people who are least able to defend themselves against it. And B, and I think this is a lesser threat, but it's a true one, if victimhood status works, you're going to see, and we are seeing, the emergence of, really kind of pathetic people who are saying, oh, I'm oppressed as a white person or whatever. They're engaging in the same kind of, like, really, unsavory, identity politics that got us in this mess in the first place. So victimhood culture is just as dangerous as racialization, because we've strayed now from truth and gone into narrative, and narrative can be co-opted.